Howdy, I'm Chris.
I'm Costello.
And Costello. I never get tired of that.
I don't sound anything like that.
I
I'm
know, but it's
Chris.
just
I'm Chris.
we've been doing it for years. So Costello.
This is true.
They're the original canceled radio guys. And this is I guess it's a big day, or maybe not for you British folk, but maybe you're just sick of it. I don't know. So, but you're still British, aren't you?
I'm very British. Yes, I am still.
I don't know. I thought maybe they moved to Texas, and now you're in South Carolina. Maybe took the British out of you, but you're still British, right?
I'm still very British. Indeed, I have my tea and crumpets at the ready.
You know, did you go? Are you going to go pick up today's the big day? Prince Harry's book Spare comes out. I don't know if you guys are sick of it or you want to know any new revelations. I mean, you're British, so I'm going to pick your brain and all these talking points that have come out about the book. First,
go ahead.
Did she have to have two sons to produce an heir and a spare? Is that the way it's supposed to be? I mean, seriously, I don't know. You tell me.
Well, now the question is, does he mean spare as in extra, or does he mean spare as in going mad? Because that's an expression in England.
Okay, well, this one would be as an extra. So if William is the heir, and if something happened to him, she's got the spare to take over and be future king. Is that why she had to have two sons, and that's why he's called the spare? Because he's not in line, but William's in line after Charles, right?
Right, and he's not in line either after that. William's son will be the next king if anything happens to William or when William dies.
Okay, so before William had kids, so Harry being the spare, that he would be next in line if William had no kids.
That's correct.
Am I right?
That is correct. Yep. Yes.
I'm learning all this British shit. This is great.
Shit is the operative term.
I know. Okay, highlights the book. I put this in first. This one got my attention. Harry lost his virginity when he was 17 years old.
Yeah,
and it was in a patch of grass behind a pub with an older woman. And he said the older woman was really into horses, so she treated him like a stallion. Of course, this is his first time, so this doesn't last long. So when he was done, she slapped him in the ass and said, "There you go, chap," and then back inside she went. Now the rumor that the older woman at the time, are you ready for this, was Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, really?
Wouldn't that be great? She's pretty hot. She was hot then. She's still hot.
She's still hot.
She's still hot now. She's still hot. But she denies. She goes, "No, if the wrong person wasn't me." And even though it's like his big book, but he will not say who it was. 17, grassy patch behind one of those old classic pubs. Older woman who loves horses and rode him like a stallion. Or she.
Wait a minute. She rode him. Who's wearing the appliance?
Well, he said she was in the horses and stuff. So she treated him, quote, like he was a stallion.
Oh.
Really quick. And then she slapped him on the ass. There you go, mate. Get back inside to go. It's all done. So
I wonder if they have a plaque on that actual site. Because, they love to have those big blue plaques saying, on this site, on such and such a day, young Prince Harry lost his virginity.
I don't know. I mean, he wouldn't say what pub. He wouldn't say who the older woman was, but she just was into horses and she treated him like a stallion.
Well,
what does that mean? It's your first time and you treat like, is there such a thing as horsey style?
Well, that's when you're saying treated him like a stallion. I'm just thinking of the
giddy up. It's your first time. Giddy up. It's over. Okay. That's
maybe he didn't really lose his virginity. I mean, is she sitting on his back? I mean, just think of, never mind.
No, he said that he did. That's how it happened.
And, so just, how much detail does he go into is my next one. It must have been really romantic.
Nothing. Unless I said pick the book up, but that's pretty much it. It was he just wanted to throw it in for reference point, I guess. I don't know.
So. I don't know. Well, at least at that point he hadn't got frostbite on his penis, apparently.
But that's the next thing. I give him because he did. That's in the book. At an event for his brother William. Don't ask me how, but he said he got frostbite on his dick. Frostbite on the royal penis. Of course.
And it really, Peters, clearly wasn't.
That was come on, man. That was stinking hurt or what?
Oh God, yeah, you ain't kidding. That would be remarkably painful. I've never had frostbite, let alone on my dick. I can't imagine.
I mean, so I guess to thaw it out, did he put it back inside the stallion woman and just?
Did it happen during the social intercourse? This is really the question. Inquiring minds need to know. I mean, and added to which, what do you do with a frostbitten penis? So
I guess to find out, we have to buy.
I thought things fell off when you had. Clearly not. I mean,
Well, if it can, if it depends on the severity of the frostbite, of course. But if not, you can be treated. You can be fine. Maybe it could be a self evaluation that he did that he thought his penis had frostbite.
You know who would know about? You know who would know about this?
Who's that?
Doak.
Don't pull a Doak on me. Why would Doak know about dick frostbite?
He gets that in North Carolina because
he's never used it. The last time I used it was on his mother. But man, that's been a long time.
Okay, back to the royal family.
I'll take care of you, son. Just don't doke me. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's another point, and this part I can probably believe this. He said that he thought he was probably a bigot himself until he met his future wife Megan, because of the way he was raised and the people that he was surrounded with. He said, I was probably a bigot and didn't really know it until I met my future wife Megan. What do you think about that?
It wouldn't surprise me particularly. I mean, the royal family was, oh no, don't talk to the darkies.
Is that what they said?
I'm sure there's probably, the darkies are revolting again. Oh no.
They said darkies?
Darkies, yeah. That's a colloquial
slang
for black people. Along with other words. It wouldn't surprise me because, the old, what's the word for it? You have to remember, England at a time ruled the world, literally. And so, went to Africa. And lots of English people lived in Africa and South Africa. And look what a mess they made there. Horrible.
We're talking just 10, 15 years ago, but I guess the way he was raised,
but
everybody he saw was a white cracker. English snot. So I guess,
And his grandfather was well known for being bigoted. I mean, he would. If
you go back that far, I can see that. But I mean, you do that with my family because since I was raised in Atlanta, I mean, if you Southern rednecks, I mean, it's just like,
I'm learning. I'm learning about those.
Yeah. Ones. Oh yeah. It's my craft still goes on. So I guess that's probably true.
Yeah.
So just another point to
and the schools that he went to as well. I mean, he went to public, what we call public schools, actually private schools. And I mean, a lot of that just continues.
So he went to a non-darky private school. Is that it?
Darky. Oh, shit.
It's your English term. No darkies allowed.
We had another term which was wog. We said these things called gollywogs, which were westerly orientated gentlemen. Is apparently
what is it now? What?
WOG, wog. And that's what, if you called somebody that, you would definitely get your lights punched out. No question.
Okay. So what is a wog?
It's a black person in early England. It was, and like I said, they had this thing called a gollywog, which, strangely enough, was a toy. They still make them. I saw them up in Leeds when I visited my sister. A black-faced doll made out of rag.
You guys. I'm from the South. You guys are worse than we are. You got dark.
You
got darky. Now you get wog. Okay, so
chalky.
You guys suck. You guys are the worst.
But back in when everybody would have a nickname, didn't matter what your name was, So if
what was yours?
Oh well, no, never mind mine. But say if you'd be called, if you're a redhead, you'd be called Copper Knob. just period. That's just your name, or Ginger, actually. And if you were black, and if you were black, you would no doubt be called Chalky. I wasn't called Chalky, but
Chalky. Guess we get Wog, Chalky, and Darky. Okay.
Darky, yeah.
Let's keep it a list of you English rednecks. Okay. And your nickname was?
Oh, my nickname.
Oh, give it up.
My nickname was Spike. Went on for years. I even came over here. People used to call it
Spank?
Spike. Sparky.
It's Spike. Well, because of the way you did your hair, is that it?
Yeah, that was mainly because of my hair. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, that's not so bad. What do you think about that one?
No, that's fine. No. I just wanted to finish explaining certain things before we got into personal shit. And what was yours, Spike. Pray tell, Mr. Bailey?
Man, Spike was really good. So,
yeah,
I didn't really have any. You
didn't have any friends.
Yes, but we didn't have like nicknames and stuff. So I just no one ever called me. The first nickname I had was when I did my first job in radio. It was called Stitch because we were cleaning out the music room and we're getting rid of a bunch of old 45s that were never going to be played again. Mm-hmm. And someone flung one, and just like a frisbee, lost control of it, hit me right in the chin. I mean, cut me good. So I had to have like 4 stitches. So they just started calling me Stitch. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, there you go. It works perfectly, doesn't it?
It lasted about a year. I'm glad to stick around. So,
I don't know. Stitch Bailey here. That's
what I mean. That's what it was.
Oh, brilliant.
It sounded stupid.
And I think that's kind of a good air name, Stitch Bailey.
Even going on
Ace Reporter.
Even going knife fight. Drug gang, cartel. Is that where you get the Stitch from?
Yeah, that's right. So look at my chin, man. You should have seen the other guy.
Circumcision? I mean, what the heck? What's this? Get a stitch.
You don't get stitches with that, I don't believe. That's
all right, Spike. Okay,
so that's just the cruelest cut of all.
Yeah. All right, Spike. Here we go. Back to the book. This one to me, big deal. That William roughed him up and they had like a fight. Look at 2 stinking brothers. Do you have any brothers?
No, I only got 2 sisters, but I fought.
We did fought anyway. So I mean,
you still fight. Sure, you do.
You always fight. What's the big deal? So that chapter, I'm going. Who cares? Okay. This one. So I got to, okay. And I think you mentioned this before. Mm-hmm. That he goes, there's a possibility when then Prince Charles mentioned, maybe he goes, well, you might not be my son after all anyway.
Well, I think that's a kid in that position is an absolute bombshell. Irregardless, you probably say nothing, but I'll bet you anything that's
right. It'll mess you up, right?
Oh, God, I would think so. Yeah, I mean, think his other brother's going to be going, so you're not really royal either. Oh, well, fuck you then. And then, he's... And a lot of people did say that he didn't look like his dad, and I would agree with them up until now you can start to see.
He should have been happy to look like his dad. Good grief.
Really?
I was just trying to picture if my dad said to me, well, you might not be my son. It would just solidify the rumor, Mom, milkman. Mom... postman.
Mom, bicycle.
And this position, I would assume at this point, or maybe they did. Don't you think they did like a DNA swab?
Oh, Harry. I mean, as to whether they
did they do that?
I don't think they did, but those rumors were rife. I even watched a movie about when Charles would become king. It was a fictional thing, and apparently he went nuts and almost started World War III or something. But there was a scene in a scene where Harry's in a pub and this girl comes up and he goes, you don't look much like your dad, do you? Are you sure he's your dad? And I go, oh, Jesus Christ, this is a bit rude. And this is years ago, before any of this other crap started. And
well, don't you think, I mean, that he would have done this? He would want to know? Or is he afraid if it's not true and that he's not, that all of a sudden he's not part of the royal family at all anymore? And
that's a possibility, you see. I mean, he's been cut off anyway. But I mean, there are things that are swept underneath the carpet, especially in society. I mean, you can't, it was the Chinese whispers, they call it, don't they? that they've been.
If my dad mentioned that to me like that, I would go, okay, let's just do some swabbing here. Let's find out for sure.
Yeah.
There's a reason that he said that. So there's got to be some doubt in there somewhere.
Oh, I
I would
think
think
I would think
Harry
that.
would just like want to know. I'm let's find out.
Yeah, I would think that's absolutely devastating, and
So who
particularly.
who's the guy that Princess Diana was screwing at that time? Was it? I mean, remember was is he like a butler or is he like
Yeah,
just a
he was the
concierge guy or something? Remember
some.
his name? What was his name?
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. And yeah, there's a similarity, I have to say. It certainly wasn't Dodi Fayad because he was.
No, is it a guy still alive? The one she was
Yeah,
banging there?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be doing some swabbing here. Let's find out. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I
Well,
mean, who is Harry? Who is Harry's daddy?
well, I think maybe that could happen now. He's brought it up in the book,
Who the
and
baby
even by the fact
maybe it's Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
He's
Yeah.
fathered enough kids, all right. Maybe Harry too. Who knows?
Yeah. How many now? God, that guy's ridiculous. He needs to be. He needs to
12.
be. Oh, Christ.
12 kids and 12 different moms. So that's the thing.
Some people got their dicks cut off. He needs to have frostbite.
That's right. Oh my God.
But I would say most definitely that that would most definitely be even an unconscious or subconscious thing with all of them. Certainly his brother and him. That's got to be. That has to
His
be.
brother looks like Diana in the face, but he's thinking of those horse characteristics that Camilla has. I don't know why he got that, but he looks more. He still get those facial features.
Oh
Diana.
no chin. The British aristocracy.
Yeah, you can see stuff in Harry as well too.
Yeah,
and it's another thing. So I would just say swab him, man. DNA test him. I do it. But another time when he left a while, he hadn't seen his brother in a while, and he said when I saw William, I couldn't help but keep staring at his head. I couldn't believe his hairline disappeared like it had. So he was freaking out over that.
Well, his hair, he's not exactly. I mean, look, he's gone bald on top as well.
I want your attention. Chris and Costello, the original canceled radio guys, would like it very much if you'd subscribe to the podcast. There will be prizes. Just go to https://www.chrisandcostello.com and click on the oh so convenient button called subscribe. Only $3. Thank you. Triple X.
He's going backwards. Okay, so Harry still has his hairline, but he's losing hair in his crown. William is just kind of like lost it all over.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
People go, why?
He
Why
takes
didn't he
after.
get a hair? Well, they get the money. Why not get a hair transplant? Why does he why does he let it go that way?
I know a guy who does that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wonder maybe maybe
I've just found that people who have that kind of money, that type of fame, they don't care because they don't feel they need it, to attract themselves to his wife or to the public or whatever. It just doesn't matter. It's like look at Jeff Bezos. Okay, the second richest man in the world, bald as can be.
Yeah,
doesn't care. I got money. I got a woman who's had like 15 plastic surgeries, so I'm good. Don't need it. I built a spaceship and it looks like shaped like a dick.
Yeah,
so my life is full. So what do I need it for? All the rich guys who've lost, except for let's go to Elon. Elon Musk has had hair transplant surgery. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. Oh, that guy. I can't stand that man. Just creeps me out just looking at him. I mean, I thought he was cool when he put that car up in space. I thought that was hilarious.
Me too. Yep. All good stuff.
Ever since, forget it. I think the guy's just. I think scary. My sister said that you want to watch that guy. He's going to be trouble. I think he's screwed himself now, but he was in a trajectory to be, try and get in, probably run for president. We'd have another Trump on our hands.
No, he's just gone Twitter insane. But if you go look at a picture of Elon from 10 years ago, look how he looks today, you'll go big time hair loss. Now the hair's back. So it's important to him. So he took care of it. He took care of it at the right time before it got too advanced. But Prince William,
Oh,
gone.
it's gone.
It's gone.
Hey, you
So
know
he's
what?
alone at night. And Kate Middleton goes, "Hey, William, so I get the buff rag out tonight." Oh, sure. It's just a good buffing. You buff that
Whoa,
head.
whoa! What, you're deafening me. What did you do? You hit something.
Buff. I had the buffer.
Oh,
That was the
please
that
don't
was
buff the
Prince,
microphone.
was the Prince William buff rag. Okay?
Oh, well, please don't do that again. Between
Once you're like that, you got to have a good buffing at least once a week.
Oh, we're back to that again, are we? I see. Okay.
Right.
But anyway, I would say
Let me tell you a couple of things.
that
So the big question: are you going to go? Now that we've touched on all these few revelations. There are plenty more.
yeah.
So he's even accusing Horseface Camilla the Queen Consort of feeding stuff to the press to make herself look better because she needed some good press.
Oh boy, did
and
she ever?
try to swing the bad press over to Harry. Of course, she denies that, of course, but that's another thing in the book. So with all these revelations that we just spit out here, are you going to get the book Spare?
No.
As
Oh,
a
hey,
British-born citizen, you don't care.
No, I tell you what. Actually, I understand it is available on. He even narrates it himself. So if it's available,
He does the audiobook. He
Yes.
reads and narrates the whole book. Yes.
yes, I might have a listen to that. I might, if you give me like homework here.
You know you will, and
I don't know if I care that much. I mean,
I'm gonna pick it up, only because I like to read a lot anyway. I checked my
excuse me, I've got
my library and how many books I read last year, and I read 56 books last year.
Wow.
Yeah, so much.
I think I read the ingredients to cat food.
That in the comic section in the Sunday paper.
No, I'm not a big reader. Not a big reader.
Keeps your brain sharp. That way, I'm talking to you, I'm doing a show. 6 months from now, I'm not talking to some mushhead. What?
What the doke?
I'm doking into my drool bucket here. Okay, I can't stop doking.
That was you last week. It's me this week. We just take turns. Our dear friend
Exactly.
Doke. Yeah, he actually invited me to go see him. Okay. Anyway, right, back to
Guess what?
Yes.
My daughter and her husband sent me for Christmas. It's the coolest thing.
A hair transplant kit.
You dip squatted. Get off William thing.
I'm sorry. Okay.
He's in the buff rack situation. They sent me
a pocket
an
fish
e-bike. Oh, an e-bike.
An e-bike. Oh, an electric bike. Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's like a low rider one with a Harley type seat with the big fat tires and stuff.
Oh, neat.
And you're telling me, I got it all juiced up and just barely hit the throttle. And that thing just goes.
Wow.
If you remember, Simon Cowell broke his back falling off an e-bike because if you're not ready and you hit that accelerator, I mean,
it's got torque.
Jerks. There's a kick to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing can go up to like 50 miles an hour. You can take it on the street if you want to, and it's got like 35 hours of juice when it's charged properly. So you
really?
can, you can pedal along really slow with it. It even saves energy, makes it go even faster. You just kind of fake it like you're trying to exercise. But man, this thing hauls ass. I mean, it's just the coolest thing.
And it goes up. Importantly, it goes up hills.
Oh yeah, that's the main reason.
Okay.
No more gasping, having fake heart attacks and sweating like a dog. I'm just gonna haul ass up those give the queen wave to people when I go by.
Yeah.
You stuck. You keep pedaling. You keep sweating. Bye bye. Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Well, that's really cool. Wow, what a nice gift. That's neat.
I know.
That's really
I was shocked. It came and this big box. What the heck is this? It's an e-bike.
Well, I
holy crap! And
that's what you get for the person who has everything. So I'm assuming that now.
Well, it's just something I need. I'll send you a picture and
do.
Post it up on our page. It's just wild.
That's
so. The reason I'm bringing it up because you've got what's your motorcycle? You have a.
I have a Triumph.
What do you have?
I got a Triumph Speedmaster, and the keys are still in transit. They're coming from England, and I can't ride my bike. It pisses me
You
off.
will soon. The reason I want to tell you about the e-bike because now I can go with you.
Okay. So I'll tow you behind me.
No, you'll be in yours, blah, 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 and I'll be in mine, just nice and quiet. I can go. How fast you go on the highway? I can keep up with you.
You can do 80, 90 miles an hour in that thing.
From what I read, it can get pretty close. Yeah, and I will. You see the picture? You will not be ashamed to ride with me.
Oh, that would be great, actually.
Just because mine looks really cool, except the giveaway, of course, is the pedals. It could look like like a Triumph training bike or something.
There you go. Put training wheels on it.
Yeah, it may look that way to it, but those fat tires and the way it sits low, I mean, it is really pretty hot looking.
That sounds
really... only giveaway part is for the uncoolness part is like, he's got pedals, but I can't help it. But I can ride with you, though, dude. I can now ride alongside you on my e-bike.
Excellent.
You and your what is it, Yamaha, right?
Triumph. Thank you very much.
Pardon, excuse me.
British
Triumph.
British bike. Oh, that's bad. Big insult. Big insult.
Why didn't you get that? What's it called? Like an Indian? What's it called? Indian bike?
Oh, well, they're really super expensive. First of all, I've always liked. I've always ridden Triumphs and BSAs and things like that. So,
have you test drove an Indian before?
No, I haven't. I have ridden a Harley and like this.
You should do the Indian bike. Even a cheap bastard like you, once you drive that thing, I would take a test drive. You'll go, this is the bike for me. You'll trade in what you got, and you'll go, I got to have this.
I don't know. Most people do the other thing. They come back to Triumph because with like
the Indian bike, I don't know. I drove one of those things. Oh man, this thing is smooth. I loved it. Loved it.
When you have something like a Harley, and I'm assuming that those are similar, they're a V-twin. But I mean, there's nothing subtle about it. When I went out riding with my daughter's boyfriend, he rides Harleys. He's a motorcycle cop in Las Vegas, and I said, man, there's nothing subtle about these either. It's absolutely not. No. Put in here, clunk, 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 and we had a blast though. That was a lot of fun. But no, I'd not ridden the. I'd like to go on a ride on an Indian. I think that would be very cool, and they're a beautiful looking bike. But the old British bikes. I mean, mine's quite kind of old, and it was made in England, which they're not all made anymore. Which is why I don't have the keys, because they had to get the keys from England. I said, I could have sent my sister over there to pick them up, and they could have sent me the keys by now.
You would think, but you got to picture this, Costello. How cool are we going to look? There you are in your Triumph, and I'm right beside you, my lowrider, fat tire.
Oh man,
e-bike.
Yeah,
with my feet on the pedals. I'm just being.
They better watch out, man. I mean, they'll see.
I got
the radio guys are here.
I got 3 gears on that thing. Okay, so it's not like just like a moped just twisting. I got 3 gears.
Oh, gears. That's interesting.
Yeah, how about that? Gears on an e-bike.
Yeah, that's interesting. The torque on this. I had a. What do you call it? Not an electric car, but a half and half. Oh gosh, a long time ago. And boy, I tell you what, that torque on that thing was ridiculous. So I imagine on a bike, and they do make actual e-motorcycle type bikes as well. That's where you're gonna. Now, my question is: are you going to be wearing a helmet or something?
That was my next question to you. Do you wear a helmet?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah! I also have a jacket that has armor. They call it armor.
Absolutely. Oh, you do. So you anticipate falling on your ass?
No, but just I mean, the way people drive around here and the state of the roads, it wouldn't surprise me. I've ridden.
When I take my e-bike out the street, yes, I will wear a helmet.
I spent time as a news photographer years and years ago, again in Las Vegas. And I remember covering more than one motorcycle accident and more than one really unpleasant sight of people who didn't wear helmets. It's like, nah. You can kill yourself at 11 miles an hour, just by the way.
Yeah, so, the helmet may not even, there's no guarantees it's going to save your life, but it gives you a better shot. So I'll definitely, I've seen too many, unlike you, I've seen too many stuff like that. So yes, I'll be wearing a helmet. So we'll still look cool though. So you're on the Triumph. You get your helmet on. There I am on my pedal e-bike with my helmet on, and we're going down the road just like,
hey,
and people just be trying to bump us off and giving us a finger. But hey, well, you know what? We'll feel cool. We're okay.
People will look and stop and stare and say, "There go."
Yep, you see the phones
two
going. They're going to
canceled radio guys.
All right,
bikes.
And the cell phones will pop up, and they'll be going, "Man, we can get a picture of these two losers." Okay,
look at these guys.
That's right.
No loser on a triumph, my friend. I can't speak for you, but
no loser on my fat tire lowrider e-bike either. But okay,
I think it's what you're.
You see it. When you see a picture,
I want pictures. I do. I want pictures.
And you'll go, screw the Triumph. I'm trading it in. I want an e-bike.
Well, like I say, I don't know. Driving around here, I'm glad that I haven't had my bike at this point because, the weather.
No gas.
Well, no, look at that. The people here, I don't know what the deal is. The roads are not great in South Carolina. And people seem
you live in a state where they don't have a big, ginormous budget, and there's not a whole bunch of people there either. So road work is not on their top priority. Okay?
That's for sure. And neither is driver education, from what I can tell.
But you get to dodge potholes and all kinds of stuff.
That's definitely.
Keeps you on your game. Something from you. What the hell's that? Oh, it's a muskrat. Okay, let me go around that. It's all kinds of fun stuff down there in South Carolina, boy.
God, I don't know. Well, it'd be interesting.
You're in the South, boy. You're in the South.
I haven't seen many motorcycles out here either. Like other than Texas, like every other person was on a bike. Usually
yes, out here in the West, man, when the weather is good enough, even now the bikes are out. But when it's when spring hits, tons of bikes. Yeah. Now I'm going to get out my fake Harley denim vest and get on my e-bike and just be I'm one of you guys and see how long it lasts. Get him off the road.
I think that's brilliant.
Rip his battery off the bike. See what he has to make him pedal. Take the battery off.
Just short it out, man. Yeah. You need to put panniers on it, saddlebags.
That was a cool thing. So thanks to my daughter and her husband for the e-bike.
That's very nice. So that's
before that showed up, so just like during the holidays, just spending some time just hanging out at the house and stuff. Yep. And I started going through, and I don't know, I can't believe you don't have these. I mean, we're radio guys. I saved the albums that came in, and I've got. I'll tell you some of the collectibles I got. Okay, do you have any albums? Did you save any vinyl?
I have nothing left. Nothing, and even this after this last move, I got even less.
Do you have cassettes?
I have a few cassettes. Mainly, I have air checks. A few of those left. I think
8 tracks.
No
8 tracks.
No. I never had 8 tracks, but
and no cassettes.
I had a brilliant collection of early new wave punk albums.
Oh man, what'd you do with them?
Man, I don't know. They just kind of got lost somewhere in a move. I think I sold my original bunch to a couple of guys in Oklahoma when I was there. I was broke. And I always regretted that because it had a double album by David Bowie called Stage, which is, to my mind, next to Slade Alive, one of the best live albums I've ever heard.
You sold that?
Oh yeah, back in the.
Oh yeah, you give plasma, give some blood, or sell like David Bowie.
There you go. I could never pee in a bottle, so I never gave plasma.
Dang. Well, here's one. Okay, so see if you remember this. Michael, remember when E.T. was out? It was and so Michael Jackson did a spoken and I think one song, picture vinyl narrative E.T. LP. Okay, I think it only had it was like a narrative of one song. There was a lot of legal harassment, so on and so forth, and they had to pull it. So they only made 10 or 15 copies of it. So guess who has one?
Really?
Me.
Wow.
Really, really, really super rare. It's still in the plastic vinyl package. It's never been played. Neil's never even touched it. It's a picture disc as well too, which makes it there's Michael Jackson with E.T. It's just like they could be brothers. They're 2 freaks. The 2 freaks on one picture disc, but it's a very rare thing. I have no idea what it could be worth.
You could sell that.
I got one.
You could sell that and buy a motorcycle.
A second e-bike. Second e-bike, okay.
A second e-bike or an engine. You get an engine. Engines,
baby. When you see this, I'll convert you. You'll see this.
That's really cool. That is.
It is really special. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't have anything that really special, but I did. I had some color vinyl and other stuff. My days when I
Well,
before I left England, I was working with well, basically the police's management company, which had different artists, quite a few. Squeeze was one of them,
yep.
and I can't remember. Sherry Vanilla was this woman, and Chelsea was the one that I worked with. Anyway, but so I had my hands on all kinds of early police stuff. You know, Roxanne was at
Yeah,
Lansdowne.
yeah.
I had some great posters. I had some great stiff record posters.
Where are they?
Um, God knows.
I don't want to hear what you said. You got to tell me what you got. Okay, here's this one is not music, okay, but it's by, of course, someone who is music. Do
Yeah.
you remember when Madonna put out her sex book?
Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
And
I'm in
a
it.
lot of pictures, a lot of pictures of her nude on the inside and stuff. So it's, but I've got uh, one of the sex books, and they came in like a vacuum sealed bag or
Mhm.
whatever. So I have one that's never been opened.
So the
It's in the original vacuum seal bag, which is a picture on the outside, just kind of like
yeah.
a tease of what's on the inside of the book. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
vacuum sealed, never been opened with a book inside. It's never seen the light of day.
So it's like a big condom packet, never been opened.
Well, every time I look at it and touch it, I feel like I took a shower afterwards,
Yeah.
because it's just,
Yeah, I would not want to see pictures of her naked now. That would be.
oh God, what a skank. So
Yeah.
some people hadn't aged that well, and she still lives in England, I guess. So,
Yeah, she
and she
does.
talks British
With an
accent. So I
English
wonder.
accent.
We got to do some homework. We got to look up and see what is my Madonna unopened sex book worth. What is my Michael Jackson ET narrative, which is very few copies.
Mhm.
Never been opened or played. What is that worth? Okay, and
What,
plus I
what,
have other. I
what,
got picture disc of other stuff that came out, but I got some really man. I got some collectible albums.
if somebody turned around and said, "I'll give you 500,000 for it," would you sell it? $500,000.
500,000
Yeah.
or which one? The Michael Jackson
My,
ET thing?
I would see Michael Jackson is probably
Worth more. It's definitely going to be worth
oh
more.
yeah,
Yeah.
no question about it. Definitely worth a lot of money.
I would say sold.
Oh, okay. Madonna, $10. I mean, she was fun. I liked a lot of her stuff, but God, she got boring.
I just dirty type. I don't know. I just feel so dirty. I don't know.
She was on.
I mean, I liked her music a lot. I really did.
Mhm.
I mean, one of the things I did is I remember I forget which. God damn it! I forget which album she had coming out, and I threw someone got my hands on it early, and I was going to play it in its entirety, her brand new, album before release.
Mhm.
Well, heck, Warner Brothers sent a bunch of lawyers. They're all sitting in a hotel room, just listening to the show, recording the show to see if I was going to do it. So I played the one single that they kind of pre-released,
Mhm.
and then I'm not stupid, so I stopped it after that. I'm going to take on Madonna and her label's lawyers because I got a hot tape of the early release of the whole album. That was a big deal, man.
That would be a big
And I'll
lawsuit
be honest,
too.
that's why I wussed out. I said, I'm not playing it. Screw that. I mean, he had a huge audience, ratings were big, and it was yakking about TV coverage and stuff. And I just played the one song, just stop it, So because man, I've been
I
sued.
seem to
and
remember.
lost too.
I seem to remember when Raspberry Beret came out. You got an early copy of that, and we did play that on the air. We didn't play the whole album because
Yeah, we did.
Yep, I remember that. Good album. Like
we didn't
we only played well.
throw it out there. We didn't promote so much that I had it. We just did it. Okay.
Yeah.
But on this one, it was like teasing it. I got this. And, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Screw Warner Brothers. Screw Madonna. Well, everybody else does one of us too. It just is. We're gonna play this thing in its entirety, and we just built it up so big. So we had TV there, the lawyers there, Warner Brothers there. They all came in from LA. It was just like a big deal. What are you with? And they wanted to know where the hell did you get that from? So that's one thing I never did tell. So not going to. I can't.
No, that's a good thing. Yeah. Yep. Interesting. Yeah, there's you don't really have that much excitement over releases anymore, do you?
Playing from Galaxy A32
No.
5G.
Excuse me.
Who's that? Is that your blow up doll talking?
Yeah, I think she's getting low on gas.
Costello, left leg is limp. Please put the air pump up to 15 pounds, please.
PSI. PSI is low.
That's my South Carolina blow up doll.
That's the one from Texas because it has an accent.
Oh,
That's
is that you, Betty Sue? Hang on.
that's that's Alexa, who for some reason has a British accent.
Oh, don't try.
It does.
Right.
No, it really does. It does. Let's see if you can hear it. I mean, I guess I can't. The cord won't reach
duct
to bring
tape
it.
over, so, just so we have Alexa with a British. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Alexa,
ask her.
Alexa, where is your accent from?
I only have this accent for your country. However, in different countries, I may sound a bit different.
Alexa, do you know you're in America?
On Sunday the 5th of June in international exhibitions, United States...
Oh, she's waffling on about something else.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea. Prince Harry, probably.
Your Alexa needs like a brain tweak or something.
It's just weird. I've got another one in the kitchen. It's American. It's totally.
Here's what I'm going to send you, Costa. You can put this up on our Facebook page. Okay.
Okay.
One, the picture of my e-bike, and you put your Triumph up beside it when I send it to you.
All right.
Two, I'm going to send you some pictures of these albums I have that are collectibles that I think worth some decent money. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll send you Michael Jackson E.T. I'll send you the Madonna sex book, how it looks in its in package. Okay.
All right.
And of course, our website will need a shower after you look at that. It's just, I don't know what it's something about that thing. And plus I have others. I'm going to send you about 10 good pictures of collectibles.
All right.
And just post them on our Kristen Costello Original Radio Guys page and take a look at them. Maybe we'll get some offers. I don't know.
Oh yeah. You know, we should tell people about our Facebook Kristen Costello page. And that's where look it
Go
up.
ahead.
Look it up, Kristen Costello, and you'll get it and you'll find us. You can also email us as well at chrisandcostello@yahoo.com. I like it. Somehow that's a good ring to it. chrisandcostello@yahoo.com.
Well, with you being in South Carolina, the Yahoo part just seems to fit really well. You know,
well,
Yahoo!
Yeah. That's
right.
Gosh,
Which is the sounds we'll make when we're riding down the street, you on your Triumph and me and my e-bike. We'll be riding down there with bugs in our teeth going, yo, yo.
Dunk. That's when you hit a pothole.
That's right. If they hit a pothole, I've been dunked.
No. Hey, I got a question for you. And this came up,
yes, sir.
Talking of Facebook. Some years ago, I met another guy who was, like I said, being in radio. And I don't know why I asked him, I said, do you ever have a dream about being on air and not being able to find music or having dead air? Oh, God, yes. I thought I was the only one who did that, but apparently it's called The Dream. I have The Dream quite regularly still, after many years of not actually being in radio. So I have to ask you, Chris Bailey, do you have The Dream? And are you in control?
No. Because I...
Wait, say yes or no?
No, as a DJ, I mean, I suck. That's not what I was meant to do. Looking up records and stuff, that's just not me. That's not my calling when I started doing morning radio, and I really didn't play music. My job was just to talk, piss people off, get sued, make them think, make them laugh, all that type of thing. So when I have my dream, it's about, say, there's something in the news that's kind of current and whatever. So my dreams are what I would do about that if I still had a daily radio show. Okay. That's the dreams I have.
Oh, okay. So you don't have running out of music, can't find them. Mine is always, I can't find the music. I can't find the parts. I can't. And although not,
I just never stopped talking. So it wasn't an issue.
I now, mine have actually changed a little bit, and it might probably because you and I are talking now, because obviously you would have figured in this having been my boss. Whereas now I'm in more control. It's like, oh, well, this really isn't my problem. It's like, well, you know what? I'm kind of like a special guest now. I'm a special.
I know we have a guest on the next show, but we need to talk about some radio stories because, I had these dreams because in radio I was choked by one engineer, hit by another engineer. slapped in front of a Christmas party by our promotional director. I was slapped by a stripper. I can go on all the times I was hit and slapped during my show because people just got. I try to tell them, I said, look, this is showbiz. Don't take it personal. I'm doing this all for fun, and just laugh along with me. And you know what? They didn't. Okay, hit, kick, slap, spin. So I'll give you each instance, and also because you brought up a thing that it'd be fun to talk about that things that we used to have people do.
Yeah.
So the better the prize I had, the crazier stuff people would do, and sometimes I would just go, okay, instead of me telling you what to do, you just create it. Come in here and just wow me. Create something and just do something great, the most outrageous thing, you'll get whatever. So, and man, people did some crazy shit. So I've got all that too. And a lot of that I actually filmed it, so I can maybe send that to you and put up on for future Facebook stuff. So many things that people did is
should I mention
funny, disgusting, and what?
Should I mention what I think we were talking about the other day? A lovely memory I have of what you made me do.
Go ahead. We'll end the show.
I'm alluding to it anyway.
Go ahead.
My boss, Chris Bailey, made me mud wrestle 2 women.
Yeah, doing you a favor.
In a bar in another part of the country.
You're in the mud with 2 women right there in front of a screaming crowd at a bar. I'm doing you a big favor. The only thing you didn't know is that you just thought you're going to be just mud wrestling just a couple of girls who happen to be there like you.
Yeah.
So these women were wrestlers. Okay, they were there to kick your ass. and they did.
Now, obviously, as this isn't video, which is a good thing. Back then, I was I'm still 6'2" if I stand up straight, and I was like, 120 if I was lucky. You know,
you were kind of a skinny guy.
I was a skinny guy, and that one picked me up and held me over a head.
Yep.
Twirled me around and launched me. And the mud, it wasn't really mud. It was just wet peat, really.
Yeah.
Is what it was. It wasn't mud. So, oh gosh. I mean, boy, that stuff got everywhere too, let me tell you.
You were skeptical about it because you're like, oh, what? Mud wrestling? Because your fear was that you thought maybe because you were the wrestle 2 women, you may hurt one of the girls.
Yes, I
the thing we did is that we had you set up with these women who were like professional wrestlers, and they knew all the moves. They were going to do stuff. The thing was, we were worried about them hurting you. You know, as I kept telling them, have fun with the guy, do all those great moves, but just try not to hurt him. Okay, so we don't have insurance, all right? Just be gentle.
I like I said, I was so upset at the pending of what might happen. I mean, I literally had like, well, we didn't know what they were then, but panic attacks. I was going blind. I'd be on the air going, oh shit, I can't see. Oh man, I got to do, and this whole thing, it just rattled me bad. It wasn't too bad. It was funny. It was funny.
She did one move on you. She was the doke. She did the doke move on you. So it was great. You don't have any pictures of that by any chance, do you? I mean, I knew there are some. I don't have many, but do you have any? I have one picture, and I think Doke might have 1 or 2 of them. Yeah. So I'm hoping that he'll find that. I don't know that I asked him about that. I found another picture of myself and another presenter, Air Talent, at the Beach Boys thing where we were giving away a Jeep. Care about that, man. I want to see you in the mud with the two women. The 2 women kicking your butt in the mud. That's what I do. There was one picture. I have it somewhere where, and I don't know. She grabbed you by the mullet. She put you up over her head. It was just too funny. It's too good. Look in your face is like, holy crap. Wouldn't you? It's like, truth. I got into radio to be a star. No. Here I am being an earthworm. Did you wind up marrying one of those women? Is that was your future wife, right? No, one of the mud wrestlers. No. No. Okay. Well, it could have been really special. It could have been really special for you. It would have been special. How did you meet? Well, it was when she picked me up and slammed me bodily into the dirt that I said, "She's the one." so good. Too bad we didn't have cell phones and video so easily. It was
Oh
so
God! Can
good.
you imagine? Can you imagine if it's cell phones back in? Oh boy, that would have been interesting, and certainly documented a little more thoroughly.
Yep. Okay, we're pretty well good. We're going to run here. We're pretty well done. So next show, we're going to talk about things people did for prizes, and we have a guest. Who's our guest, Mr. Costello?
The worlds are going to collide. Another Chris Bailey.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and
Not the original. You're listening to the original.
I don't know who's the older.
That's okay. He's got great stories. He used to drive. You said he used to drive the limo for Liberace, right?
No, better than that. He was the guy who used to drive the car onto stage during Liberace's show, and he was also Liberace's bartender.
Have stories.
He's got some great stories.
He's have stories. So
God,
we'll have that and things people that get a whole list of that stuff. So it's gonna, and you'll find out why we're the original canceled radio guys when we start telling you some of these things. So
yeah.
Anyway, great.
In the meantime,
fun today, Mr. Costello.
In the meantime, don't forget you can of course see us on Facebook at Chris and Costello. And Chris and Costello at yahoo.com if you wish to comment on anything during our broadcast.
Sell it, baby. Sell it, baby. Do we have any merchandise for sale yet?
No, yet. I'm sorry.
Chris and Costello ink pens, hats, beer shirts.
I think we have to get past 20 listeners before we can do anything like that.
Oh man, we passed out on show one. Your family, my family. I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, when we reach that massive threshold, then yes, sir, we will probably have
sell it, man.
Like, Chris and Costello thongs.
Sell that website. Sell it.
Oh dear, yeah, well, you can go to chrisandcostello.com. That's there as well.
You get a picture of me on the e-bike. We'll get that to you for 99 cents. We throw it on the Facebook page.
We could sell your e-bike, 99 cents.
No, you man, when you see it.
I'm looking forward to. I want to see this. Yeah, have you ridden it yet?
If I look for the post, it's going to be pretty hot. You guys will be impressed with my fat tire lowrider Harley looking e-bike, man. I'll cover up the pedals. You won't even know. It is so hot.
All right, man. I'm looking to get moist looking at it.
All right, man. Everybody look us up and stuff. We had a great time. We'll see you next show. Until then, we'll see you.